Chapter 36. I skipped the celebration. I'm not going to say it was a wild party. Not as wild as fighting the dead, anyway. But it was a good party, because we were still alive and with our friends. The Apollo cabin provided the tunes, compliments of Austin Lake and his Megatech portable sound system. We even convinced him to play some pop instead of freestyle jazz fusion, which was his normal go-to. Connor supplied snacks and beverages. I was pretty sure they'd be pilfered from the camp commissary, but I wasn't going to complain since it limited the wear and tear on Hecate's kitchen. The nymphs and satyrs brought out the boogie. Dryads can dance for days, which is not what you might expect from evergreens and shrubbery. The satyrs busted moves that would have been impressive in German disco. Grover played his panpipes along with some of the songs. Kind of a new sound for the weekend tracks, but he made it work. Meanwhile, Argus stayed by the entrance, glowering and making sure things didn't get out of hand. We were used to him being our chaperone, so that was cool. A few times, trick-or-treaters even knocked on the front door. How they found the house through the mist, I'm not sure, but they all complimented us on the wild talking door knockers. Argus gave all the kids candy from our stash and sent them on their way before I could ask too many questions about his bare-chested 100-eyes aviator costume. The animals seemed to enjoy themselves. The moray eels only returned to their tank after showing us their favorite line dances and being bribed with extra helpings of frozen fish. Hecuba turned out to be a Beyonce fan, judging from how she howled during Texas Hold'em. Gale got into a long conversation with Juniper about the amazing potions one could make out of juniper oil. Nope. Made dozens of new friends and managed not to pee on any of them. Maybe that was something he only did with his favorite trio. I was sorry Mrs. O'Leary wasn't here. Seeing her so briefly on Tuesday, it just made me miss her more, but I guess it was for the best. I wasn't sure Hecuba and Mrs. O'Leary would have gotten along. 2 dog mamas in one house might have caused problems. I told myself I would see my hellhound friend as soon enough in California. I had to stay optimistic. Most importantly, we managed to have a good time without retrashing the manse. The only damage that occurred was when Valentina Diaz demonstrated her pearl necklaces of death and took out a light fixture. Thankfully, Harley was able to fix it. It's always good to have the Hephaestus cabin around. Who are you supposed to be anyway? I asked Valentina. She looked at me like I was from Mars. Coco Chanel, obviously. Scariest problematic fashion icon ever. Boo! I nodded like I knew what she was talking about. I'd seen how easily she could decapitate ghouls with her jewelry, and I didn't want to make her angry. Later, I wandered upstairs and found Annabeth on a 3rd-story terrace that overlooked Gramercy Park. I didn't even know the house had a terrace, but since the place was magic, I didn't question it. Want some company? I asked. She patted the empty space next to her. We sat in silence. It was nice to be able to do that with Annabeth. We never felt the need to be witty or cool with each other. We could just be ourselves. That was enough. I almost got us killed tonight, she said. That was neither witty nor cool, and I could tell it had been bothering her. You're being too hard on yourself, I said. She shook her head. I heard Stu Vason's voice, thinking I could summon a spirit like him on Halloween, thinking I could handle those torches by myself. That was a mistake, like he said. I had a feeling she wasn't such a fan of Peter anymore. And honestly, same. Well, it worked out, I said. The house got fixed. Yes, but... She shuddered. My fatal flaw got in the way again. If I'd lost you because of my own pride... I took her hand. Her fingers were cold. You're not getting rid of me that easily. We've all got our fatal flaws, right? Yours is... hummus. She laughed weakly. Hubris. That's what I said. I'm fine with it. It balances out my flaw of being too modest about my incredible dance moves. Nice try. Besides, I gotta believe we're a good team because we make each other's fatal flaws into slightly less fatal flaws. Like, maybe even fatal strengths. She squeezed my hand. That doesn't even make sense, Seaweed Brain. But I appreciate the thought. So you're saying I shouldn't feel guilty? None of us should. Grover's fatal flaw is apparently strawberry milkshakes, right? But sometimes life gives you strawberry milkshakes. Then you gotta count on your friends to look out for you. We're a team. How many times have you propped me up? I've lost count. Exactly. She studied my face. You'd think she would have known it pretty well by now, but she seemed surprised, like she saw something on it she'd never noticed before. What? I asked. Queso on my chin? No, she said. Well, actually, yes. But I was thinking you're a pretty smart guy. Could you say that again? I must have misheard you. She pushed me playfully. I mean it. And I can tell you're planning something. All that history about Hecate and her school. All the ghosts and regrets hanging around this place. We repaired the house, but we're not done yet, are we? No, I agreed. I told her what I was planning to say to Hecate when she got home in the morning. Annabeth raised an eyebrow. Risky. Yeah, I think you and Grover should clear out first. I don't want this to blow up in your faces if she doesn't take it well. Hey, what did you just say about propping each other up? We're not going anywhere. I let out a breath I'd been holding in for too long. Okay. If you're sure. She leaned against me. I actually feel better now. Thanks for talking it through and for doing the right thing, even if it is risky. You want to get back to the party? Nah. She kissed me. I'm good. We sat for a while together, and I had to agree. We were pretty good.